people who don't help, they're kind of like the audience, and bullies like that kind of attention. So if you're just an audience, they're just going to keep continuing doing it. Like, hey, look at this.
Yeah, remove the audience.
Have the right to have consent as well as females. I know this is pushed a lot down, females, when it comes to consent, that message is normally preached to them, but guys do have the right to say no as well. Okay? That might be a little bit of a shock, but yeah, sorry for that one. But yeah. So when it comes to boundaries, once again, the line in the sand. Boundaries and expectations. Who pays on the first date?
I guess the guy.
Okay, he's saying he gets the guy, and then everybody over here is looking at me like, what? Okay. When it comes to that, there is no right or wrong answer. It's all about the communication. Okay, when you communicate, hey, you know what, we live in a whole different day now than people used to, and who pays on the first date would be something, if you come from a more traditional background, you would definitely say what he said. I guess I do, the guy. But I've had many different situations thrown at me where the kids will ask, what if it's two girls that ask each other out? And that's when...
Well, apparently it will be the more men than your girls.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Yeah, that whole thing, I'm not really sure if it would be the whole manlier girl.
Nowadays, we text a lot, so they both might be at the date just both texting at the same time, so you can't tell how many texts are too many.
Yeah.
It's just when they get tired of texting.
Okay, over here, thank you for adding in.
3 is the person responding.
Okay, so 3 of the person, so we're putting situations up. When it comes to that, what you're gonna do is you are going to hold a pen and you're just gonna say no every time I ask you for your pen. Okay? Okay? So Quentin, can I please have your pen?
No.
Okay. Quentin, do I have consent to have your pen?
No.
Quentin, you are the best boyfriend I've ever had in my whole entire life. Can I get your pen?
Thank you, but no.
You know what? If you were a real man, you would give me your pen. Can I get your pen?
No.
Okay, Quentin, you know what? Those pictures that we took at your parents' house last week when they were not home, I will leak them all over the internet. Can I get your pen? All right. So, Quentin, you know your dog, Mr. Fluffy, that you love so much, that you got for Christmas when you were 5?
Oh, I love Mr. Fluffy.
Yeah. If you don't give me your pen, he will die.
Not Fluffy. But no.
Okay. So, Quentin, can I please get your pen? Okay. Quentin, if you do not give me your pen, I will kill myself. Can I please get your pen?
No.
This is a gun. Can I please get your pen?
No.
You better get that. A lot of times when I show this video, everybody, oh, Juan, like he looks so cute. But I mean, he does. But keep in mind, just because he looks cute. Okay, I'm gonna show.
I don't know.
No, you can't.
My homework or ask my help, so I can read this. Okay.
I was gonna say the word.
You don't have to say the word, just how it make you feel.
I didn't know it was supposed to be about how you feel, so I just wrote my response. But then I wrote about how I feel after I would say that. Because my word was ugly, but you know, I'm not ugly. And, you know, when people call me that, like, I don't take offense. But sometimes, like, you know, I do think about it, like, why do they think I'm ugly? But at the end of the day, I know I'm not. So it doesn't matter.
My word was dumb, and it would make me feel very upset and worthless, and that I'm below everyone and not good enough.
I would feel embarrassed, ashamed, and upset.
Anyone else wants to share?
You know, what I
I wrote, are you talking about like how we feel now? Like if someone was to say that now, how we would respond or say?
Yeah, or how you felt in the past, whatever you want to share.
Okay, well, I'm an athlete, so if someone was to tell me I had a bad body or something, I would get upset, but I would just wipe them off. And I would say I am young, I'm smart, and I'm beautiful. Your opinion does not matter to me. It's as small as a piece of grain of sand on a seashore. You, so who are you to judge?
Okay, so I was called a teacher's pet. I'm going to give you how I respond and how I will feel about the situation. So let me get started. Am I a dog? No, I'm a human being not being fed by the teacher. If I am a teacher's pet, you must be that animal that nobody wants to have and they would rather you not exist in the first place. And also, here's how I feel. I feel good about being a teacher's pet. Seems like you're not accepted, so out of my doghouse, you rat.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay, no, it's good. It's good because you're being honest. Good.
Sound like saying yes.
But that was my hand. Oh, so I'm gonna say my word. My word was you can't dress. First, I want to talk about how I would feel now, and then how I would feel in the past. I wrote, if I were told sorry. If I was told I could not dress, I would feel nothing. I've had my fair share of bullying, so fortunately for me, my body has become numb to most of the pain. But on a regular basis, I would be angry, sad, or annoyed to be told by someone who has no authority over me that I could not dress the way I wanted, or that my style is irrelevant.
That's it.
It was, what was it? Nappy hair. I have right now. So I put messy and unprofessional.
That's how you would feel.
That's how I feel right now.
Intelligent young lady. I also feel that my only actions can be ugly because God created everyone. So therefore it's beyond me and them to say that I'm ugly. That means you have something beyond, because being ugly is not going to get you, well, being pretty is not going to get you into heaven. So live your life and not mine.
Okay, so what's good is that, and I was very sensitive. I still am. That's just part of my personality. So I was the young girl who would maybe not cry in front of everyone, but would go home crying. Would look in the mirror and not be happy with myself. And sometimes these individuals that would make these comments would be people who I liked. You know, maybe they would joke around and say, yeah, or, you know, oh, I'm surprised you have that because you're Haitian. And these were my friends, my quote-unquote friends. Or, yeah, you don't want to stay out in the sun too much because, you know, you're already dark. You know, little comments like that. So it took me really speaking into my life, the positive affirmations, for me to have a healthy view of myself. And if we're honest, we're all human, we have feelings, that even when you do have a healthy view of yourself, words can still hurt. And I think
Yeah, I ignored it. I shifted that way. Like the people in that crowd, they should, like somebody should be getting help, not taking out their phones and be like, "Hey, move, girl, let me get a good angle."
what about this? What about
you know that's
how
just as bad as you're also like messed up. Like
you're part of the problem?
Yeah.
What about on social media, like let's say World Star Hip Hop, right? And they post the videos of the fights. Do you share it?
I don't even watch it. I
would record it. I would.
Foolishness.
So would you consider that being a mean girl or a mean guy sharing that video?
Yeah.
You weren't there, you had nothing to do with it, but you decided to say, hey, let me share it.
Of course it is. If you're not being part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And you spreading that's like, yeah, look what this bully did to that person. Yeah. It's awesome.
It's promoting bad behavior.
It is. And bullies exist because there's an environment for them to exist. So you have the power. It's, you know, we always talk about tell your administrator, tell your teacher, but really it's in your hand. Your school is safe when you make the decision to say stop. And when I say you make the decision to say stop, you don't necessarily have to interact with the person, because you don't want to put yourself in danger, but you want to make sure that it's communicated in the classroom that this is not okay. That, you know, you don't laugh when someone makes a comment about someone.